Good evening. Welcome to East St. Paul's planning meeting. Time is 5:30. To adopt it.
Resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented.
I have a mover, please. Councillor Imhoff, second by Councillor Duval. Call for the question. All those in favor? It's carried. Moving down to item number 4, the confirmation of minutes for resolution.
Resolved that the council meeting minutes of the November 4th, 2025 regular council meeting be accepted.
I have a mover, please. Councillor Horechko, seconded by Councillor Posthumus. Any edits or comments? No. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. We do not have any delegations with us this evening. We don't have any public hearings. Under bylaws, we have 7.1 for resolution to open. Oh, I guess we have a public hearing. No, just for first reading.
It resolved that bylaw number 2025-15 being a bylaw of the arm of East St. Paul for the purpose of opening Chubby Road across a portion of River Lot 101, Parish of St. Paul, be given first reading.
I have a mover. Councillor Horechko, seconded by Councillor Posthumus. I'll open the floor up for any questions or comments.
So just to explain this one, this bylaw is being brought forward as part of the land acquisition for a future wastewater treatment plant. And it should be noted that the intent of this bylaw is administrative only. The road will not be constructed or improved at this time. However, the opening ensures proper legal access in accordance with land title and subdivision requirements.
Okay, Council, do you have any questions? Okay, call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. We don't have anything under policies. Moving to item number 9 for finances.
Be it resolved that the statement of revenue and expenditures for the period ending October 31st, 2025 be approved as presented.
Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Imhoff, seconded by Councillor Duval. I'll open the floor for questions and comments. Not hearing any, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Moving down under general business, 10.1 under planning, we have 10.1.1 for resolution.
Be resolved that council approve the extension for variation order 88-2024 for 329 Wallace Avenue for a period of 12 months with the new expiry date being November 19th, 2026.
Have a mover, please. Councillor Duval, second by Councillor Horechko. Any questions or comments? Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, under administration, we have 10.2.1.
Be it resolved that the 2026 calendar committee council committee appointments be approved as presented, and be it further resolved that the following 2 members of council be appointed to the East St. Paul fundraising committee. So to be determined. That's the one.
Okay, can I have a mover, please? Councillor Horechko, second by Councillor Posthumus. So I haven't made any changes, as you've noticed, and I'm just wondering if anybody is requesting a change. No. Okay, and then in regards, sorry, go ahead, Councillor Imhoff.
Well, I think there's needs to be an amendment there with the Red River Basin Commission at the bottom, the assignment for Deputy Mayor Posthumus and myself. It should be the north chapter there, not south.
Okay. And then in regards to the committee for fundraising, I'm going to put myself forward because I requested this committee in the past, and if council's okay with that, and then if there's another council member that wants to put their name forward.
First, you want?
Forrest. Duval? No.
Well, Councillor Horechko and I pretty much have our hands full with joint infrastructure, so.
Sure.
Fundraising?
This is for the fundraising committee to hopefully raise some monies towards a new rec facility.
Yes, certainly.
Okay, so it'd be myself and Councillor Duval. Councillor Posthumous, because you're on the,
Community club.
yeah, it's probably best if you're separated.
And that fundraising, the Lions Club have approached me, so should I direct them towards you for that?
Correct, yes. Yeah, we could always have a member.
Yeah.
Committee,
Yeah.
of their organization on the.
Yeah,
committee.
because they said they have extra money and they were looking at some projects.
That's fantastic.
And they would like to do our,
Can you use your mic?
Mike,
yeah, they want to do the new structure at the, oh, sorry. They would like to also put money towards that new roof at the splash pad for the benches and chairs there, or whatever we want to put under it. I guess they've gone to our staff, they said for a month or two ago, but they hadn't heard anything and they wanted to write a check.
Community services manager is working with the Lions Club on that project, so that is for the shades.
Yeah, they just hadn't heard.
Yeah,
from us.
so I will connect with her.
Okay.
to ensure that she-
Said we'll take their money.
Thank you.
I have one other one.
Councillor Duval?
Back to the main sheet. I see the wastewater treatment plant committee is now all of council. Whereas it wasn't before, it was.
Oh, yeah.
So you're on the infrastructure with St. Clements, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and so the committee for the treatment plant was who? It was Councillor Duval and
He
Councillor.
wanted me to.
Yes.
And I attended meetings when I could,
Suzanne attends all the meetings.
and Susanna attends all the meetings. Do you want to make edits to that?
So the wastewater treatment plant committee is open to all of council.
Sure.
The joint infrastructure committee, with you're on the St. Clements and East St. Paul is specific to Councillor Horechko and Councillor Imhoff.
Right, but we're saying in the past, the water
wastewater.
waste treatment plant committee, was not all of council, it was two members.
So
Right.
would you like to change that?
Well, it's always been two Brian's. Just.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
May as well update it. Well,
it's updated,
And then they would come back, report to us.
yeah, because any decisions that get made, brought back from committee would have to be followed up with a resolution of council anyways. And and we typically have been briefing you after meetings.
And it makes sense because if you have a meeting with the engineers and all the guys for projects and stuff, it's even more expensive.
okay, so with those changes, are we okay to move forward?
I will, if you don't mind, I'll just read that
Sure.
resolution. Be it resolved that the 2026 council committee appointments be approved as amended. And be it further resolved that the following two members of council be appointed to the East St. Paul fundraising committee. Mayor Carla Devlin and Councillor Brian Duval.
So we have a mover, we have a seconder, I'll call for the question, all those in favor? That's carried. Now we have 10.3.
2026 council calendar.
Have a mover, please. Councillor Horechko, seconded by Councillor Imhoff. Any, there are some, Councillor Horechko.
Yeah, I was gonna ask council if the February 10th meeting could be moved to February the 3rd, as I'm gonna be out of the country. So I would, rather not miss two meetings in a row, 10th and the 24th. I don't think so. That's all I got. Can staff do that?
Okay, so we'll make that amendment unless anybody has an objection.
Does that work for staff?
Well, the only thing I'd like to just draw attention to is that we would then have council meetings back to back. So I'm just in terms of agenda prep and such.
So Councilor Horachko, what time, what are your dates away?
I go away on the 9th and I come back on the 2nd of March.
Okay,
Oh, so you're away for both meetings.
And you know what you say about the thing, I mean, the first meeting isn't gonna be any planning stuff anyway.
Yeah.
The one on the 10th.
No,
what time do you leave on the 9th? Because we do that meeting in the morning, is that a possibility for you to do it on the 9th in the morning? No.
Yeah, I'd love to.
What if we moved it to
Friday,
Friday or the
Thursday,
Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
That's okay with me.
it's in the morning, yeah, because we'd have arm at night, so that would work.
Are we looking at February 6th?
5th,
5th, 6th.
February 6th?
Yes,
they don't want to do Fridays.
Is it possible to dial in?
Pardon me?
Are you able to dial into that meeting? Would you have the ability to
Doesn't
select
know.
remotely?
The 10th, I can't answer that, I don't know. I don't know what the internet's gonna be like until I get there.
Well, we'll do our best to get an agenda ready for the 3rd. It may be such that I ask that the meeting just be canceled altogether, depending on who's forward.
It's
We
not
don't
Friday.
have enough agenda items to have.
For sure.
But for now, would you like to amend the calendar to wait for the 3rd?
so then my next question is, does the 24th affect you too?
Yeah,
So both meetings in February.
but the 24th, the internet is good, at least I can zoom it. But I won't know on the 10th, because that's when we get there.
Oh, he's arriving during the meeting.
Well, no, I'll be arriving after the meeting.
Well, yeah, gotcha. You're leaving on the 9th, so yeah.
The direction is to change the meeting date to the 3rd of February.
Correct.
Okay. I'll reread that resolution then. Be it resolved that the 2026 council calendar be approved as amended.
I had a couple of other comments.
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, nothing huge. One, there's a meeting scheduled for October 27th. The election is on the 28th, so I don't think there'll be a meeting that day.
No, that happened to us.
Yeah, traditionally, we only have one in October election year.
No, it happened to us.
Earlier.
On election, we had to come in for a council.
So there's a few options, so that meeting can then be canceled and rescheduled, as the newly elected council will have an inaugural council meeting.
As it happens, you have one scheduled for the 3rd, which is 5 days after the election, so.
Yeah, because they're back to back. Gotcha.
But the 27th of,
Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out, whether it's done now or done later.
don't we just move it to the 20th, because that's a planning meeting, so you'd hate to,
Yeah, if someone has an outlook, someone has something in, or-
yeah, I'd hate, to
yeah,
Look
I
in
don't
the
wanna
room.
lose the meeting.
do the 20th, 13th and 20th.
And truthfully, most campaigning is kind of done the day before.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I think,
mean-
like, I'd be fine to do the meeting
On
on the 27th, unless, we feel that couldn't, but I'd be fine to do it.
Doesn't matter to me.
Whatever, the matter, I'm just pointing it out.
You're less for all.
We'll
Exactly.
Yeah, we can.
We'll have a big
We
party
can always spend it later.
if we feel.
We got a year to.
Okay, and then-
Fly fast.
But it is a planning meeting.
And then January 13th, he was just looking it up right before we went on the meeting here, so the Basin Commission conference starts on the 13th, but I don't think it starts till 1 PM, so we're still okay for that meeting in the morning.
Because that's in Winnipeg.
It's in Winnipeg here, yeah.
And that's a morning meeting or 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
9 o'clock.
That's all I got.
Okay, so. For the question then, all those in favor? That's carried. Moving down to 10.4.
Support. It's true.
Be resolved that the RMLE St. Paul supports the petition requesting the province of Manitoba to develop dedicated hospice care for terminally ill residents within the Interlake and Eastman regions. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the Minister of Health and the Interlake Eastern Regional Health.
Have a mover, please. Counselor Posthumus, seconded by Counselor Imhoff. I'll open the floor up for conversation. Hearing none, I'll call.
I think it makes sense to
Or
Yeah, they have,
to support it.
they have, few municipalities that have supported. Okay, so I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Moving down to 10.5 under EMO, we have 10.5.1 for resolution.
Be resolved that council approve the 2026 municipal emergency plan as presented.
I have a mover, please. Counselor Horechko, second by Counselor Campbell. Any questions or comments? All for the question. Do you have any? Are you voting? Voting, okay.
yes.
All for the question. All those in favor. It's like, I don't know if you're talking or voting over there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I messed her up. I reached for the switch.
But I always watch his hand because he reaches for the switch before. And it's like, that's how I know he's gonna talk.
There you go.
Okay, then 10, so that was carried. 10.6 for resolution.
Be resolved that all members of council, the executive coordinator Dennis Macherik and the alternate Unit Angela be authorized to attend the 2026 Management Disaster Management Conference on January 28th to 30th, 2026 in the Bay.
Okay, can I have a mover, please? Counselor Imhoff, second by Counselor Duval. Comments or questions? It's early this year, isn't it? It's usually in March.
Okay.
Brian has
It's
a
a
comment.
good conference.
I think I read there it says 2 council members, but in years past, we've all been
Yeah, we all can go.
probably the best conference we ever.
It's the best conference that we attend, I think anyways. I'm part of
Always
it.
interesting.
Yeah, there's always good speakers.
Yeah.
Always something to learn. Okay, call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, we don't have any business arising from delegations. There's correspondence, of course, in your package, and we do have an in-camera item, so I'll have the resolution.
Be resolved that council cameras for section 1 to discuss personnel matters. And with further resolved that all matters discussed on camera to remain confidential as per section E2 of the municipal.
And have a mover, please. Counselor Renchko, second by Counselor Imhoff. Call for the question. All those in favor? It's carried. We will now move in camera. I'll have the resolution to move out of camera.
Be resolved that council now moves out of camera and resumes the regular meeting of council.
Have a mover, please.
Here.
Oh, Counselor Duval, second by Counselor Posthumus.
Quick draw.
Yep, call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Any? Carried.
Just mad as hockey team keeps losing.
Okay, so we do have one item coming out of camera for resolution. If I could have that read, please.
Whereas council has reached an agreement with Suzanne Ward to renew her employment agreement with the Arm of St. Paul. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor be authorized to sign the renewed employment agreement on behalf of the municipality.
I have a mover, please. Counselor Horechko, seconded by Counselor Imhoff. Any comments or questions?
Nope.
None.
Yeah, I'll just say that I believe that this RM has a fantastic CAO. And we're proud to have her work with us, and we're very excited that she accepted to stay on. And I think that the municipality will benefit from the work that Suzanne does and all the collaboration that she has worked on in the office. I feel that the office has the best morale that I've experienced in my 6 or 7 years being in the RM. So I commend you for all your work and your efforts in this RM. And I hope that you continue on and into the future with us, maybe not at the table, but we wish you all the best into the future of the Arm of St. Paul. We hope that you end your career here and leave a legacy behind of hard work and dedication. Thank you. Okay, so I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, so now I know with big disappointment, I'm gonna call for the resolution to adjourn.
That the meeting be adjourned, the time being 6:21 PM.
Moved by Counselor Inhofe, seconded by Counselor Posthumus. Any comments or questions? No, not hearing. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried.